Okay, so now we look at question 11. So we are given x minus 2y equals to 8, and the other one is x over 4 plus 2y equal to 6. So find the value of y. So if you have been given two equations here, so what you have to do, it means that you have to do it simultaneously. So we have to write x minus 2y, okay, x minus 2y equal to 8 as the first equation, okay, and the other one is x over 4 plus 2y equal to 6 as the second equation. Okay, next, you can use two methods here. Either you can use elimination method or substitute method. Okay, in this case, I use elimination method. So, why I choose elimination method is because that the terms here, okay, negative 2y, and this one is positive 2y. It has the same coefficient for y, so you can eliminate the y here. So negative 2y and plus 2y, what you have to do, you have to, okay, you have to add up, okay, equation 1 add with equation 2. So what you have, okay, when you add up, okay, the y is eliminated, okay, so you can just simply x plus x over 4 and then 8, okay, you take the answer 8 plus 6. Okay, x plus x over 4, it will become 5 over 4 x. Okay, 5 over 4 x, okay, equal to 14. Okay, 5 over 4 x equal 5 over 4 x equal to 14. Then what you have to do, okay, you can, okay, if this one is multiple, okay, 5 over 4 times x, okay, then when you bring it to the right side, okay, then what you have to do, 14 you divide with 5 over 4. Okay, 14 divide with 5 over 4, what is the answer? Okay, then 14 you divide, okay, by 5 over 4. So you have 11.2. Okay, however, okay, even though there is 11.2, you have to remember it is x equal to 11.2. So what is the value of y? So you have 11.2, okay, from 1, okay, you take from 1, okay, x minus 2y minus 2y equal to 6. So negative 2y equal to 6 minus 11.2, and you have negative 2y equal to negative, what's the answer? Negative 5 over 2. Okay, negative 5 over 2. Is it? No, not 6, 8. Okay, sorry, it is 8. Okay, okay, negative 3.2, sorry. Okay, so y equal to negative 3.2, you divide by 2. Negative 3.2, you divide by 2, you will have the answer 1.6. So the answer is 8. Okay, this is how you solve this question. Okay, the simultaneous linear equation, okay, using elimination method. You eliminate the same, the coefficient with the same, the variable with the same coefficient. Okay, even though the symbols are different, if it is different, so you have to add up the two equations. Okay, so that is question 11. Okay, and question 12. Okay, look at question 12. Okay, which of the following is linear equation in one variable? Linear equation in one variable. You have to know linear equation. What is the what syarat dia? Okay, it must have, okay, only variables with the power of 1. Okay, power of 1, we didn't write any power here. Okay, uh, okay, we didn't write any power, so it must be in power of 1. So it is linear. One variable in an equation, there must always have one variable only, one unknown. Okay, look at question A. So it has two variables, so this one is wrong. Question B, maybe. Okay, look at the other answer. Okay, how question C. Okay, question C. Okay, we maybe. Okay, question C, it has power of 2, so this is wrong. Okay, this one is linear equation because the variable have a power of 1. However, it is two variables, so the answer is B. Okay, the answer is B. Okay, next. This one the easiest one. Okay, but some 3, 4 of you got it wrong. Negative 5.5 is less than negative 2.6, even though the number is bigger, but the value is lower. Okay, next question 14. Okay, question 14. Okay, question 14. In the diagram below, EF is a transversal, so this is a transversal. Which of the following straight line is parallel to line GH? So I explained to you before about parallel line. Parallel line must have the same degrees of inclination. Okay, same degree of inclination. So look at GH. Okay, this one. Okay, totally J is wrong. Okay, J is wrong because it has the bigger degree. Okay, so 120. It might be L, it might be MN. Okay, it might be this one. OP is also, it's not the parallel to GH. Okay, so look at here. Okay, the angle here is 100. So is this 100? No, this one is vertically opposite, so this one is 110. So this is not linear to GH. So MN. So MN is the same angle of inclination, so MN is the correct answer. Okay, so the answer is C. Okay, next question 15. In the diagram below, PQR, STU are straight line. Okay, which of the following lines is the vertically opposite of angle V? So where is angle V? Here, starting from this line PQ and intersect with RS. So which angle that has the same line? Okay, here Y. So Y has the same intersecting line. So the answer is Y. Okay, the answer is Y. C. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, so ni ramai yang tertipu. Okay, state the number of vertices of the polygon. So not only 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it also has this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the number of vertices is 8. Okay, C. Okay, next. Question 17. Find the perimeter. Perimeter, senang je kan? Perimeter. Okay, so how you find the perimeter? Okay, you have to add up from 4 plus PU plus UT plus TS plus SR plus QR plus QP. So what is the answer? So what is the length of UT? So it is 4. How I got 4? Because PQ is 7 and SR is 3. So the remaining is 4. What is the value of TS? Okay, QR is 6, PU is 4, so TS is 2. So you have to add up perimeter. What you have to do, you add Okay, you have to find the total length of the sides. Okay, outer sides only. Okay, PU plus UT plus TS plus SR plus QR plus QP. So the answer is 26. Okay, the answer is 26. Okay, next. Okay, given Y is Malaysian states. Okay, state, what states you have. Okay, so what is the Y? What is the Y? Okay, you have to list down all the states in Malaysia. Okay, starting from Perlis, Kedah, and so on. Perlis, Kedah, Pulau Pinang, okay, and so on. Okay, you have to write here Perlis, okay, Kedah, okay, Pulau Pinang. Then what? The northern states in Malaysia, Perak, and the east side. Okay, you have Kelantan, okay, Terengganu, Pahang, the northern region, Selangor, okay, KL is wilayah Persekutuan, Melaka, and so on. Okay, you have 14 states in Malaysia. So, is Perlis, what is this sign? Element. Is Perlis is not an element of Y? No, because Perlis is the element of Y. Is Johor Bahru element of Y? No, this is wrong. Okay, Johor Bahru is not a state, it's a capital city. Same goes to Kuala Terengganu, is not a state of Malaysia, it's a capital city of Terengganu. Okay, so the correct answer is D. Okay, next. Okay, 19. Okay, Class 1 Juara would like to open a stall in conjunction with the Entrepreneurs Carnival that will be held next month. They intend to sell most favorite food among the school committee. What is the most appropriate? Most appropriate. Okay, so the most appropriate one is you make a survey. Okay, that's how you collect a data to get the most favorite food among school. And the last one, okay, the last one. Okay, the last one. Okay, the diagram below shows the triangle ACE and the triangle BCD. Given AB is equal to BC, so when you read this, okay, when you read AB equal to BC, what you have to do? You have to do this. AB is equal to BC. CD equals to DE. If CD equals to DE, if you do this, okay, take twice, and this one you take only once. Okay, because BC is not equal to CD. CD is equal to DE. So if CD is 15, so DE is also 15. Okay. Okay, next. Okay. Calculate the perimeter in cm of the shaded region. So the shaded region. So you have to know which line. Okay, you have to know the length of AB. Okay, and also the length of BD. So what you have to do? Okay, you know when you have a right angle triangle, you have to use the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, what is it? C square equals to A square plus B square, which C is the hypotenuse. So how we define the hypotenuse side? Okay, this one is hypotenuse. Which one is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse always opposite the right angle. So this is H. This one is also the H because there are two right angle triangles. So for the ACE, okay, ACE, okay. So this one is A, C, and E. This length is 30, okay. This length is 50. So what is the length of AC? So when you use C square, so you have the hypotenuse here. Okay, when you have the hypotenuse, you want to find the other sides. What you have to do? You have to minus. Okay, 50 squared minus with 30 squared, and the square root of the square root of the length. Okay, so you have 40 for AC. If AC is 40, so what is the length of BC? It is 20. Why 20? Because it is equal length. So what is the length of BD? Then again you have to use the Pythagoras theorem to find the value of D. So D is a hypotenuse, BD is a hypotenuse. So if hypotenuse, okay, if you want to find the hypotenuse, you have to add up 15 square plus 20 square. Okay, then square root length. So what you got? Okay, what's the answer? 15 square plus 20 square. Okay, 525. Okay, 525. Sorry, 625. So the answer is 25 here. So BD is 25. Okay, then what you have to do? Okay, you want to find the perimeter. Perimeter equal to 20 plus 25 plus 50 plus 15. Okay, the length of DC, DB. Okay, so your answer should be 110. So that is the answers for section A. Okay, hopefully, okay, you know how to calculate, and you can ask anytime if you have any question.